Okay, this is LeetCode problem 443, and it is string compression. Given an array of characters, chars, compress it using the following algorithm. Begin with an empty string s. For each group of consecutive repeating characters in chars, if the group's length is 1, append a character to s. Otherwise, append the character followed by the group's length. The compressed string s should not be returned separately, but instead be stored in the input character array chars. Note that the group lengths that are 10 or longer will be split into multiple characters of chars. After you are done modifying the input array, return the new length of the array. You must write an algorithm that uses only constant extra space. Okay. So we're gonna get a string, not a string, we're gonna get an array of characters. Yes. And then we're supposed to work with that. So depending on how many of the same character there is, we either append it just that character if it's 1, but if there are multiple of the same character, we append the character and then the number. So let's look at example 1. Our array is character A, character A, character B, character B, character C, character C, character C. So we return 6, and the first 6 characters of the input array should be A2, B2, C3. So we can see there's 2 A's, there's 2 B's, there's 3 C's. And since there's 3 separate characters, and we're getting 6 by 1 A, 1 B, 1 C, and then the number that each character appears. So that's how the 6 is coming. So we get A2, B2, C3. So character, we only have A, it's 1, because the only character we have is A. The only group is A, which remains uncompressed since it's a single character. And then example 3, we have A, B, 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 B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we return 4. The first 4 characters of the array should be A, B, B, 1, and 2. Oh, because it's 12. So it's A, which is followed by no number because there's only one A, and then there's B, and then because there's 12 B's, 1 and 2. Sounds great. So what we need to do is we need to keep track of a few indexes. And then we need to have a counter as well to see how many times a letter appears. What else would we need? So we need to loop through, find. We need to keep track of the indexes of the letters, the different letters, and count how many times that letter repeats. Okay, so this 12-2, we need to turn it into, so we need to turn the int into a string as well. So we can add it to our string. Okay. So let's start with our indexes. We're gonna have one for our index, and definitely we're gonna have an I for our counter. So while I is less than our characters count, we're gonna do some stuff. And since we're gonna be returning our index, okay. Okay, so we're gonna loop through our array of characters. Now, what do we want to do? We want to keep track of how many times a letter appears, a character appears. So what do we do? What do we do? So we want to keep track of it, append it, and then put the number at the end if the character repeats. So first we want to probably want to have count. Keep track of how many times the character appears. And then we need to keep track of the character as well. So let's do recurrent char. Excuse me. And that is going to be our I. Like this. Okay, so we have our character, and then we have our count. So we want to do another loop where I is less than character count, and it's also the same character. And it's current is I. But then we want to increase I and then increase our count. Right. No, this is wrong. Our character count, and then we want this, our chars, we want it to be equal to what we have as our character count. Okay. This will probably be confusing. We want this to be the same, and we want our character count, we want it to be less than the length of it, just so we know. And then if that's the case, then we increase our I and then we increase our count. So this will count how many times our current character is repeating. So now we want to add that character to our array. So we want to our chars at index, right? We want to set that to what we have as our current. Okay, yeah, we're still in this. Our current character, and then we also increase our index after it exits the loop. So this will take care of if we only have one character. And now we need to first we still need to keep track. We have our count, but we need to convert that to a string. We also need to write how many it's going to be. Okay, so first we need to convert so we just need to check if our count is bigger than 1, because we only want to do this if it's 1, right? We need to convert our count into a string. For num and number string. For number and number string, we need to put the number after the string. We want to put the number of the number of times the string or the character appears. We need to put that integer returned into a string after that character. So for num and string, we can do something like this. At the index, we just put num. Now we have to move our index. Okay. So we loop through using I. We're counting how many times the character appears. Then we're adding the character to our index. If it repeats more than 1, we're converting that number into a string. And by string, we're just writing each number in the integer once, and then we're returning the index. Okay. Okay, so this passes all the test cases. Let us submit and see what we get. Perfect. 76 out of 76. This has 3. This is using a map. It created its own function and then it's mapping. Let's see if I can find one with some words. No. I'm not finding any. Okay. All right. So this is question, LeetCode question 443, string compression.